Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Aquarius Sun, Moon and also Rising weekly general tarot reading January 10th up until January 16th, 2022. And if you do want to skip right ahead into the spread, you can use the timestamp in the description down below. Other than that, if you do enjoy the content here on the channel, guys, and you do wish to support us, just leave a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of our weekly uploads and as well live streams. And finally, if you do want to have a personal reading with me, you can always do so at my website, which link you're going to find into the description down below. Now let's get into the draw, and the first card for Aquarius, that is to stand as the Devil, followed by the second card here, which is the Queen of Swords. Moving next, we have the Six of Cups, and the final card for you, Aquarius, that is going to be the Moon card. So we do have those primary cards here. And now we are going to draw the catalysts. So the catalyst to the Devil stands as, wow, that is very strong one. So we do have the High Priestess, a passive friend as an elemental dignity, followed by the next elemental dignity, which is Queen of Swords. And the catalyst to it is going to be Five of Cups. So we do have a active neutrals as a elemental dignity. The catalyst to the Six of Cups stands as the Death card. We have quite a lot of death cards in this week readings, so it's gonna be a time and moment of change for what it seems. But that's besides the point. We do have an elemental dignity of a passive supporters here. And finally, to the Moon card, the catalyst is gonna stand as the King of Cups, and another a passive supporters as an elemental dignity. So that's gonna do it for the draw, and now let's jump right away into the spread itself. All right, so you can see your spread here on the screen, and right off the back, Aquarius, there are a couple of things in this week that is to be taken of note. And the first one that is going to seem more underwhelming than actually is, it is this elemental dignity that we do have over here, the Moon card and the King of Cups, and that refers to a proposal or an offer from a person that is going to come your way, which, like I said at the start, is going to look quite meaningless to you. And it kind of like you are going to brush it off aside, although never completely excluding it from your life. Now, the thing with this proposal or an offer, you know, is going to be that it's going to play a very, very significant role into your future, because that is how the Moon card truly plays out. It is that it sets you on a path that you cannot see right now. Nobody can see right now. And that is a path that you need to walk on. So it's something you just cannot miss. It's something that you cannot get wrong, and it is something which is gonna set you on a course, like I said, that either your purpose lies into, okay, or it is your destiny where you will have to go. And again, it's going to come from an individual that comes about, which is offering you something. Now, that is the more underwhelming part of the reading, or at least the more meaningless that you are to see at that very moment. Now, the more pronounced one, it resides into this elemental dignity that we do have over here, which is the Devil card with the High Priestess. And that is a very strong one and refers to the needs of thine soul or of your soul. And it pretty much states that whatever you need and whatever your desires are, you are about to get them into this upcoming week, January 10th up until January 16th. So you crave for money, well, money are gonna come and knock on your door. You crave for love, love is about to come and knock on your door. You crave for attention or for prosperity, for growth, breakthroughs, whatever you crave for. And the thing it is that when it is catalyzed with the High Priestess, it means that that thing is going to be there to stay, and it goes far deeper than even than thine soul. What I am trying to say here, it is that is for example, if it is about a job that is to be the true job or the true love, right, or the true breakthrough, it is the aspect that it is meant for you, or rather like the enterprise that it is meant for you. And under this energy, you also gonna have a lot of control over the situation. What I mean is that you will be able to force the circumstances you would require, okay, or you would want to. And pretty much everything is gonna play by your rules. Everything is gonna play on your turf and the way you want it to happen, in the way you are expecting it to happen. And no surprise here that the result of that, or rather like the favorable energies of that are described by the Six of Cups with the Death card here. Okay, and those two cards points that throughout this week you are gonna have a very big pleasure, or rather like a pronounced pleasure, from the circumstances that are going on around you throughout the entirety of the week. And as a general reading, you guys are going to, every single one of you are going to have a different enterprises, different concerns, you know, but those cards here are pointing that everything into the day-to-day routine you're going to have is going to bring you pleasure. The projects you're going to work on into your work are going to give you pleasure. The people that you're going to interact with are going to give you pleasure. These cards are also a very good, for the lack of better words, for a taking on a turn into the love life, where now finally I'm saying we because I'm raising Aquarius, we are finally starting to interact or catching an attention to people that likes us physically and as well emotionally. And needless to say, that is a very, very good foundation. A strong bond and a strong relationship is to be set. And having the topic of the devil and the High Priestess here, I wouldn't be surprised if many of us actually find their soulmate throughout that particular week. Now, I hate using that word, but that is very close to what it gets to find your soulmate. Now, people say that the Lover's card is a soulmate, you know, but actually no, it's the High Priestess, because the High Priestess forges the bondage of the souls. It is not the Lovers. And so Aquarius, you can expect to have a really, or we can expect to have a really, really good week, where we are to enjoy and to find ourselves emotionally satisfied with all that we are to do around us. So goals that we should set or bestow upon ourselves throughout the week, it is just to kind of like aim to do what we find brings pleasure to ourselves, and that we do find that it is something that we get to enjoy. So everything that kind of makes us annoyed, aggravated, that makes us kind of like displeased, is something that we should brush or set aside, maybe for the next week or the 2 weeks afterwards. And there is one last thing here for the week. That is this elemental dignity that we do have, the Queen of Swords with the Five of Cups. Now, this is an individual, another one. It is not the one that we are going to get a proposal from, but it is another one that it is already into our environment. We definitely know this person here. And this elemental dignity acts into our disfavor, or rather like it's there to hold us back, to put a challenge and as well constraint into us. And that's it is in the face of this individual, and for them everything is a means to an end. We are a means to an end. And for that reason, best we can do is just to neglect or straight away ignore that person. So how we are going to recognize these people? They just don't know when to stop. When they have a goal, they push regardless how hard that push is, regardless what circumstances or consequences, I'm sorry, that push is going to make, regardless of whom they're doing wrong or whom they're doing right. The only thing that they do care about, it's their own progress, so to speak, and that progress isn't made so they can feel good. It's made because they can do it. Okay, it's a very telegraphed archetype, so to speak, here, that once they decide or identify that they can do something, it doesn't matter if that thing is good or bad, they just do it for the sake of because they can do it. And through the elements of dignity, we can see that that person never learned from their mistakes. It is just they do the same thing over and over again. It is no different than people who are treating everybody else around in a very bad way, and then they are wondering why nobody wants to be in their company. Well, it is just a person who never sees the mistake or the wrongdoing within themselves, and that is how you are going to recognize them. So like I said, they're gonna try to use us as a means to their end, with a no prospect of anything positive that comes our way, and there will be no promises whatsoever. So that is the recognition we need to set there. It is that this person is not going to promise anything to us, but they will demand a lot from ourselves. So once that happens, we just have to straight away ignore, decline that attempt, so to speak, and just move on with our own personal stuff. But rest assured here, guys, aside from this noxious individual that is going to happen into our life, once again, that is a week where our desires, our needs, and as well our wishes, so to speak, are about to come true. Hopefully we are true to ourselves with what we wish and what we desire, for we are with it going to have a great time and an immense pleasure, so to speak, from throughout the week. And the cherry of the cake there is going to be that even better proposal that comes our way. And so we can speed up the process of reaching up our purpose or our destiny. It will be best if we do consider it, even if it seems very distant, because that is how it's going to seem. It's going to seem very distant when that proposal comes about. So with that being said, Aquarius, that was your weekly general tarot reading, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.